Hi, how are you? For me, it's been a week of the good, the bad and the ugly, sometimes all in the same day. And today is classic because all the lights are blown in the other part of the house, so I'm having to do it here in the kitchen. I'm not just trying to sell you my whole property by taking you around it room by room. Wednesday was such a day. It started well, meeting the most charming 81-year-old young man ever, who took me for a beautiful lunch to the Goring Hotel. I know, it's a tough life that I lead. Then there was the fabulous drinks reception at the IOD, where I got a chance to have a proper catch-up with Gerald Ratner. Now, you may remember him as the chief executive who said that all the stock in his jewellery stores was crap and destroyed its actual stock value on the market overnight. But he now makes a very lucrative living talking about it. I've worked with him before, but not had much chance to speak to him because both of us are working, so we've got other things to do. Turns out, though, he's a really interesting man to have a conversation with, because he's now completely reinvented himself online and is absolutely thriving. There's a brilliant clip of him offering advice on just how to make money online, which is worth 3.5 minutes of anyone's time. So just search for Gerald Ratner on iNewsU or click the links at the bottom of this page. And then my day got ugly, despite the wonderful surroundings of one of my favourite restaurants in London. Do you know what? At my ripe old age, I discovered that if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, you really can't be surprised if it turns out to be a duck. The good news, of course, is that it was my choice how to respond to something like that. It's entirely within all our control what we do, whether we see things as good or bad. There's a brilliant piece called The 5 Mysteries of the Brain, which I urge you to take time to read, whether you're the person causing the pain or receiving the pain. It's very illuminating. I also love the piece called The Power of Vulnerability. Not that I was feeling it, but anyway, by someone called Brené Brown. I think that's how you say her name. Funny and clever and incisive all at the same time. It will definitely get you thinking. On the subject of love, Tim was clearly thinking about all things related to the heart, because that's what most of his selections were about this week. I'm not complaining because he uploaded the fantastically fabulous Tina Turner singing What's Love Got to Do With It, which we should all play on full volume at least once a month to clear out the cobwebs. I know that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend, so apologies in advance to my neighbours. Sorry. And then Mary helped switch the pace entirely to an orchestra created entirely from landfill. There's a great quote at the start of the piece which says, "Some people are given garbage and manage to create beauty. Others are given beauty and managed to create garbage." Come to think of it, maybe that wasn't such a change of pace after all, but an accurate summation of my Wednesday. I can't believe there is anyone who isn't deeply impressed and touched by this clip, so please, 3.5 minutes, have a look. Without any consultation, it turned out that music and love were themes that linked all 4 of us editors this week. I wonder what's going on, who's putting something in the water? Tracy uploaded a stunning singer called Sam Smith, who she predicts is going to be the next big thing. And I think she's right. I certainly hope she is, because he's totally wonderful. And then at the other end of the scale, we had Sylvester Stallone's real life story, which is utterly compelling and about much more than just the Rocky films. Reading about it again has made me want to go and see his latest film with Robert De Niro called Grudge Match, especially after watching their very funny interview on the BBC Breakfast this morning. Have a look at the clip and you'll see for yourself what I mean. But tell me, don't you think that Robert De Niro is looking tiny beside Sly? And quite old, I know. Sounds sacrilegious to say it, but he is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the bout for this week. Have a great weekend and look out for all of Tracy's selections tomorrow. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.